TAP 360 has a very flexible reporting platform where you can review the progress of individuals and groups in the programs that they've been enrolled onto. So let's go to the dashboard. And to do a progress report, there are a number of different ways to access the information you're looking for. Now, depending upon whether you're looking for an individual or a group, let's start with an individual. A couple of ways you can start to pull reports would be, let me see, overall results. So we're going to search for the overall results for an individual called Bella Brown. Just put a name in and do not put a program in. What the system will do, will present you with all the programs and give you a high-level completion rate for Bella Brown across all her programs. So let's say that Bella's a fairly new employee, and you can see that she's 66%, 60% here for the Safety and Compliance and the Sales Academy #1 program. Now that gives you the overall. If you want to deep dive a little, you can click on, to example, the Induction Onboarding program, and it will present you with all the modules, and if you scroll across, all the lessons within each of those modules and her progress. Okay, so you can see there that she's done a lot of her awareness self-assessments, and even some of the capability checklists have been done. If you see a grey button there, that means that there's no capability checklist for that particular lesson. And if you see an amber, you'll notice that that means that she's had an attempt at this particular capability test. She's been assessed by her assessor, and she needs to go back in to complete that. She may have got 1 or 2 steps incorrect. So she's not quite competent yet at that particular skill. So that's looking for and searching for an individual, starting from an overall and then moving back down to deep diving into specifics by clicking on each of those dials. Now, another way, if we enter back into, let's just clear that search. Another way to search would be in this particular platform here, search for Bella, and you can actually then zero in on the program, the module, and if you don't select a lesson for Bella, if you hit the search, it will present you with the module that you've selected and all the lessons. So you can refine your search as deep as you'd like. So we might go one step further and we just want to see whether or not Bella has completed lesson 1, module 1 for the induction and onboarding program. Make sure Bella's name's there, hit search. And of course, there you go, you have that result. So searching for an individual and looking for her overall or his overall performance, or zeroing down and narrowing your search down into a particular lesson is very straightforward. So let's move to searching for performance of groups. So let me start at the very highest level. Let me just clear all those search criteria. Let's assume that you're maybe it could be a senior leader, and you'd like to see the performance of your entire crew across all programs. Do not enter any programs or any people's names. Hit search, and the system will return to you the progress overall for all people across all programs. And so what you see here is that for your organization, let's stay with the induction and onboarding, you'll see you're 96% complete. Now, by the way, the different colors means that anything below about 33% will be in the red zone. Anything, I think it's over 33 to about 66% will be in amber. And of course, anything from 66 to 100 will be in the green. So again, this is your overall organizational performance across all programs, all people, no filters. If you were to deep dive into the induction and onboarding program, you would notice that all the staff in your business, and here we have 8 crew, you're at 96% completion. And there's Bella Brown there. And you can see that she's got a few capability checklists to perform. If you scroll across, you can easily have a look. Now, another feature of this particular search, and indeed all searches, is you can download a Excel spreadsheet, which is view ready, and it will give you a duplication of that particular report. Okay, so if you wanted to take a snapshot, if you like, download that report and you can move it and take it with you to a meeting, or if it helps you to have this data so you can create a few pivot tables, then there it is for you. So you can download the search that you've actually conducted into an Excel spreadsheet. So let's go back. So now when we're searching by groups, you can sort your search in a number of different ways. So let's stick with the induction and onboarding. You can search by location, so we can search purely just for Melbourne. Now, this organisation has 8 staff. If I do that search for Melbourne, you'll see that there are 2 employees in Melbourne, and you can see the progress of the Melbourne crew, 83%. If I was to switch that search into Sydney, you'd find that the remaining crew, which are the 6 others, we have 100% completion in Sydney. And again, if we were to clear that search, we could search by role. So if you wanted to see how many, say, sales consultants, how they're going, just the sales consultants, you'll find there are 5 sales consultants in the organisation, and we're sitting at about 93%. Again, we have a new employee here, so that's the reason why you're not at 100% just yet. Another way we can search if I clear the role is, and it's a really important search, you can search by assigned coach. Now, in this organisation, for demonstration purposes, Alice and Anna are the 2 coaches that we've assigned to the staff. So we've divided all the crew in this business to Alice and Anna. Now, Alice and Anna will conduct all the coaching and capability checklists. So if you're an organisation and you'd like to see how your coaches are performing in terms of developing and training their staff and assessing their staff, these are all the staff that Alice coaches and assesses. And you can see here for this program, Induction and Onboarding, she's running at around about 92% completion. She's really moving her people through that process really nicely. If we were then going to go and have a look at see how Anna is performing as a coach and where her staff are at, she's doing great. There's 100% completion of that particular program. Again, you can hit that Excel download and get a read-ready process as well. So every report will tell you the program you've searched for and or the module, the person or the criteria in which you searched, and how many people are included in this particular search. You can scroll across, you can have a look, and or you can download a report there. So again, you can clear the search. There's a stack of things that you can do here. There's loads of different ways that you can refine your search. Perhaps over here, if you're a supervisor or a leader of states or regions, you can actually also search for a particular program, and you can just nominate the level of completion that you'd like to have a look at. So you may want to have a look at people who are between 0% complete and say 50% complete in that program, because maybe we'll check a different one here. We'll just check the third one there. So health and well-being. And this is maybe used so that you might think, well, if we do have staff that are lagging behind, or they're not keeping up with their training, we can do a search, and the system will show that we have 3 people who, in that criteria that we mentioned, are below 50% complete in the health and well-being program. And we can then direct our coaches to making sure that they actually come up to speed and catch up. So we can focus in and drill and dive onto any group that we like based upon a number of different search criteria. So that's how you search and pull reports, progress reports in TAP 360.